Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Kaylee and today's class is a 45-minute funky creative vinyasa flow. We will work into lots of arm balances, some inversions, and move from the front to the back of the mat with lots of fun transitions. I'm not going to use any equipment for this class, but if a block or a strap elevates your practice, go ahead and grab them. There is a Spotify playlist down below as well if you like music while you flow. And we aren't going to do a really long cool down today, so just take that into consideration. If you like to wind down for a little bit longer, then give yourself the extra time to do so at the end of class. All right, we are starting in a child's pose today. So face the top of the mat. And I invite you to take a more active child's pose today. So tucking the toes under, and then send the hips back and reach for the toes on the right foot. Spread them out with the fingers and switch. And then reach the fingers back forward and lower the chest, the belly down to the thighs. Let the head release. If this is too much, as always, you can shift. Maybe you take a block underneath the head, or you can untuck the toes altogether if the feet or the ankles or the knees don't love this shape. Reach the fingers forward and close the eyes wherever you are. Starting to breathe deeply. Inhaling through the nose. Maybe exhaling through the mouth, letting go. And as you focus on your breath, notice that your attention arrives in the present moment. In this class, we will link our breath to our movement as a way to find presence. So use your breath as a tool. It is here to guide you through this practice. You have the option to stay right here. If you would like a little bit more stretch, come down onto the elbows. Take the palms to touch and then bend the elbows. Hands draw between the shoulder blades at the neck. Pressing palms together and then maybe inching the elbows even further forward for a stretch on the back side of the arms, down into the side bodies. If you haven't already, finding ujjayi breath, slight constriction at the back of the throat. And then release the fingers back forward. Take the palms flat onto the mat. Start to gaze towards the fingertips and then shift forward to a tabletop, keeping the toes tucked as long as it feels okay. Let's spin the fingers to face back. So the thumbs face the edges of the mat, the pinkies face the middle, and then start to send the hips back towards the heels, peeling the palms off of the mat, and then shifting back forward. Starting to stretch through the forearms and the wrists. We will be on them quite a bit today. Continuing to follow your breath. Untucking the toes at any time it feels like it's too much. Beautiful. And then shift back forward. We're going to take our cat-cows from this shape today. So soft bend in the elbows. On your inhale, start to drop the belly, lift the tailbone, lift the gaze. Exhale to tuck round, push into the hands, draw the chin towards the chest, arch the back. Good. Inhale, open up. And exhale, curl in. If regular cat-cows feel much better for you, you can switch to those. But I invite you to play with these different shapes. Notice the sensation of stretch and how it changes with these little tweaks. Beautiful. Come back to neutral and then spin the fingers back forward and then just come on to tented fingertips for a moment. Curl the chin towards the chest, round through the back, releasing it through the wrists. And then drop back down onto the hands. Push down through the left hand, reach the right arm forward towards the top of the mat, and then inhale to spin open to a twist. So maybe the toes untuck or retuck. Think about opening through the chest, reaching the right fingers to the sky, and then on an exhale, we'll push the hips back, reaching the fingers towards the back of the mat. Inhale to sweep right arm along the mat forward, and then up to your twist. Exhale to push the hips back, reaching to the back of the mat. One more. Inhale to reach forward. Open to your twist. Exhale, push the hips towards the heels, reach back. From here, ground into the left hand and then come to one arm down dog. So right arm is reaching by the side. Push into your left hand. If you need to release the right hand, you can go ahead and do so. From here, shift the weight into the right foot and then start to hover the left toes, gaze at one spot. Maybe lifting all the way up to a three-leg dog shape. Take a deep breath in. On the breath out, release the left foot back down onto the mat, and then swing the right arm around to take hold of the shin, the ankle, or the heel to twist. Take a deep breath in, lengthen the spine. On your breath out, twist and look underneath your left armpit. Send the heels towards the mat as much as you can, and think about pulling your right shoulder through the left side. And then gently release right hand next to left, down dog, pedal it out. You can sway the hip side to side, shake the head yes and no. Take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. On your next inhale, ripple forward to a high plank. One vertebra at a time, landing. Push into the hands, hips in line with shoulders, gaze slightly forward. Reach the crown of the head towards the top of the mat, and think about protracting through the shoulders. Take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Next inhale, shift forward onto the toes on the exhale. As slow as you can, lower all the way down to the belly. Untuck the toes when you arrive. Reach the toes long. Reach the arms down by the sides. Tuck the chin towards the chest. Inhale to lift, finding locust. So everything lifts up towards the sky. Low ribs, the thighs, squeezing everything in towards the midline. Gaze just slightly forward. And then gently release. Put the hands underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes under. Press back to your tabletop shape. Toes tucked under. Hands come underneath the shoulders if they aren't already. Knees underneath the hips. Same thing, other side. Let's start by reaching the left fingers forward. And then inhale to start to open to a twist. Push into the right hand and think about reaching left fingers to the sky. On the breath out, keep the toes tucked, push the hips back, reaching left arm by the side body. Inhale, sweep left fingers to graze over the mat, reach forward, and then open to your twist. Exhale, push the hips back, reach the left arm along the body. One more inhale, circle forward, open to your twist. Exhale, push the hips back, stay. Square the shoulders to the mat, push into the right hand, and then start to lift. One arm, down dog. Again, ground into the right hand, put more weight into the left foot. Can you float your right leg to a three-legged dog, finding a balance? Gaze at one point. Take a deep breath in. Breath out, floating your right foot back down. And then left hand to right shin, ankle, or heel for your down dog twist. Take a deep breath in, lengthen. Breath out, gaze up underneath your right shoulder. Beautiful. Gently release left hand to the mat. Inhale to ripple forward, high plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly, slow and controlled. Untuck the toes, reach the hands back. This time interlace the fingers. Press the heels of the hands together, and then inhale to lift. One more time into your locust shape. Squeezing shoulder blades in, lifting the heart to the sky. Take a deep breath in. On the breath out, gently release. Hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes this time, high plank, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Next, inhale, lift the heels, gaze forward. Exhale, travel to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, ground into the feet as you sweep the arms high. Gaze follows the fingertips. Exhale, hands travel through the heart as you fold forward, hinge at the hips, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant the hands, high plank. Shift forward, Chaturanga. Bend the elbows 90 degrees, gaze forward. Inhale, pull through, upward facing dog. Exhale, send the hips back, downward facing dog. Take one deep breath in and one deep breath out. Inhale, lift the heels, gaze forward. Exhale, travel to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold, release. Inhale, rise. Push into the heels to stand. Lift high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back. High plank to Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, press into the feet, legs are active. Exhale, hips high, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, deep breath out. One more sun A. Inhale, lift the heels, gaze forward. Exhale, step, maybe float. Top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step or float. If you are jumping, try to jump into your Chaturanga with bent elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Inhale to lift the heels, gaze forward. Exhale, travel, top of the mat. Halfway lift, forward fold. Chair, bend the knees, sweep the arms to the sky. Roll the pinky fingers in towards the midline. Sit the hips low, put the weight into your heels. Take a deep breath in, lengthen. On the breath out, reach the arms back behind you, start to lift the heels from the mat, leaning slightly forward. Reach the arms long by the sides and then pull them in towards the midline. Engage the core and try to lift the heels as high as you can. Take a deep breath in. On the breath out, hands travel to the heart center and then start to sit the hips down onto the heels, like you're going down a little elevator into a squat. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. We'll keep the heels lifted as they are. Come all the way up to stand. Inhale, start to press into the feet, gazing at one point. Reach the fingers up to the sky as you go. On the exhale, drop the right heel, pull the left knee into the chest, one-legged Tadasana. Take a deep breath in here. On the breath out, eagle, left leg over, left arm under. Elbows come up in line with the shoulders. Take a deep bend into your right knee. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, keep the arms, pull the left knee back into the chest. Exhale, fly, warrior three with eagle arms. Continue to squeeze the arms together, soft bend in the bottom knee, and then kick the left leg long in line with the hip. Think slight up dog in the chest. Breathe in. Breathe out, release the hands down towards the mat. So without letting them round the spine, keep that active lift in the chest. Take a big breath in. On the breath out, runner's lunge. Start to bend into the right knee until left toes tuck under and the hands meet the mat. On your inhale, plant the left palm, reach right arm to the sky. Low twist. Stay here for a full cycle of breath. Rolling the right shoulder in towards the midline. Breathing in and breathing out. Beautiful. Gently release the right hand to the top left corner of the mat. Reach the left hand next to it and then drop the left heel. Folding over towards the left side. Keeping a deep bend in the right knee. Think warrior two legs here. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale, start to straighten through the right leg as you crawl the hands to Prasarita Padottanasana, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, find a halfway lift to lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold and release over the legs. We'll be here many times, so for this first one, just enjoy the stretch in the legs, the lengthening of the spine, and a moment to pause in the flow. Next, inhale, find a halfway lift. Come onto your fingertips. Draw the hands to the heart center, and then continue that breath. Exhale, stand all the way up. Inhale to reach the fingers up to the sky. On the exhale, heels in, toes out, goddess squat. Take a big breath in here. On the breath out, drop the hands to the thighs and dip your right shoulder as you gaze to the left. Inhale to move through center. Exhale, dip the left shoulder, gaze to the right. Inhale to move through center. Star pose, reach the fingers to the sky. Exhale, warrior two, face the back of the mat. Deep bend in the left knee, reach the fingers away from each other. Take a big breath in. Stay for the breath out. Inhale to reverse. Reach the left arm back, big side body stretch. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to frame the left foot. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg to the sky. On the exhale, left knee, left elbow, and hold. Inhale to slide the left knee down to the left wrist. Exhale, bring it back up in towards the tricep. Two more. Inhale, slide it down. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, slide it down. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, just kick the left leg back, one-legged plank. Exhale, one-legged chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out, let it go. Two more breaths here before we move on to the other side. We will do that same exact thing on the left, and that is our base flow, so we will add on as we go. Last breath in and out. Inhale to lift the heels, gaze forward. Exhale, step or float. Top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair, bend into the knees, sweep the arms up to the sky. Again, roll the pinky fingers into the midline, sit low into the legs. Weight goes into your heels. Take a deep breath in, breath out to airplane the arms, lifting the heels. Squeeze the inner thighs together, squeeze the knees together, shoulder blades in towards the midline. Take a deep breath in. On the breath out, hands travel through the heart center as you start to sit low into your squat. Keeping the heels lifted here, gaze at one point for stability. Reach the crown of the head to the sky, and then on the next inhale, we'll travel all the way up to stand. Can you keep the heels lifted? Push into the toes. Come all the way up. Reach the fingers as you go. Shakes are what we want. That means the body is working as it should. And then release. Left heel, pull the right knee into the chest this time. Take a deep breath in. Breath out, eagle. right leg over, right arm under. Elbows lift in line with the shoulders. Deep bend in the left knee. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale to lift back up. Right knee pulls into the chest. Exhale, fly to your warrior three, slow and controlled. Keep the eagle arms. Kick the right leg and find that up dog sensation in the chest. Press through all four corners of the standing foot. Take a deep breath in. On the breath out, release the hands down towards the ground, right underneath the shoulders. But again, can you not let it dip the chest? Continue to stay lifted. Take a big breath in here, lengthen. On the breath out, slow and controlled, high runner's lunge. How slow can you get there? Right toes tuck under, hands meet the mat, right palm plants, and then inhale, find your twist, left arm to the sky. Roll the left shoulder in towards the midline, deep bend in the left knee. Charge through the back leg. One more full cycle of breath here. Breathe in and breathe out. Gently release. Left palm to top, right corner of the mat. Right hand comes to meet it, and then roll down onto the heel of the right foot. Find warrior two legs. Deep bend in the left knee, folding over. Feeling this stretch through the side body. A deep hip opener. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Inhale to walk towards your prasarita. Toes in, heels out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold over the legs. Another chance to hang out in this forward fold. Feeling the hamstrings start to unwind. Finding your breath if the heart rate has lifted. Next, inhale, let's find a halfway lift. Come onto your fingertips and then draw the hands to the heart center. Exhale, stand all the way up. Inhale, reach the fingers to the sky. Exhale, heels in, toes out, hands to heart. One more time, hands come down to the thighs. Take a deep breath in, lengthen. On the breath out, dip the right shoulder, gaze to the left. Inhale, move back through center. Exhale, dip the left shoulder, gaze to the right. Inhale, move it back through center, push into the heel, star pose, reach the fingers high. Exhale, warrior two, bend into the right knee. Reach the fingers away from each other. And when you gaze down, can you see your right big toe? If not, press the right knee out towards the right a little bit more. Keep pressing into the back heel. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Inhale to reverse, reach the right arm back. Keep the bend in the right knee. On the exhale, cartwheel the hands down, frame the right foot. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg to the sky. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, hold. Inhale, take it down to the right wrist. Exhale, slide it back up towards the tricep. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Inhale, just kick the right leg long. Exhale, one-legged chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips high, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Again, 2 more cycles of breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Last one, inhale and exhale. Inhale to lift the heels, gaze forward. Exhale, travel to the top. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair, bend into the knees, sweep the arms to the sky. Exhale, airplane the arms, lift the heels. Inhale, draw the hands to the heart center. Exhale, come all the way down into your little squat. From here, drop the hands to the mat. Crow pose is where we're going. Lift the hips. Take the knees onto the triceps. Spread the fingers, lean forward, and lift the feet. Curling the heels in towards the glutes. Press into the hands. Think about rounding through the back body. Take a deep breath in. Breath out, slow and controlled. Can you release it back to that little squat shape? On your inhale, come all the way up. Keep the heels lifted. Reach the fingers up to the sky. Exhale to drop the right heel, lift the left knee into the chest. Breathe in here, lengthen. Breathe out, dancing Shiva prep. Right hand to the outside of the left knee, left arm reaches back behind. Breathing in, lengthen. Breathing out, can you twist? Maybe gaze follows the left fingertips, challenge your balance. Beautiful. Inhale to reach, right arm long. On the exhale, kick left leg back, half moon. So tilting the upper body so the right fingers reach the mat. Option to grab a block underneath the right hand, flex the left toes, reach the left fingers to the sky. Soft bend in the bottom knee, gaze can be down at the ground for more stability, or challenge your balance and lift the gaze. Take a deep breath in, stay for the breath out. Next inhale, gaze back forward to the top of the mat, start to stand all the way up. One-legged Tadasana, left knee into the chest. Exhale, ego, left leg over, left arm under. Squeeze arms and legs together, take a deep breath in. Sit low on your breath out. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana, keep the arms. Exhale, shift, warrior three. Take a big breath in. Breath out, release the hands down towards the mat. Slow and controlled, bend into the right knee. Fingers and left toes meet the mat. Drop to the left palm. Inhale, find your twist. Right arm to the sky. Exhale, slide onto the outside of the left foot. Slow and controlled. Pass through a side plank just to get to wild thing. Right toes come down outside of the mat. Left leg straightens. Reach the fingers towards the top of your space. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale to transition back through. Right leg pulls up towards the chest. Step it and find your fold over towards the left. Deep bend into the right knee. Reach the fingers far in front of you. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale, crawl to your prasarita. Exhale, fold. This time, option for a headstand. Plant the hands, bend at the elbows, dropping the crown of the head to the mat. When you're ready, shift the weight into the hands and then lift. Finding any variation of headstand that is in your practice. Gazing at one point, pulling the elbows in towards the midline, engaging through the core. Slow and controlled on the way down. Releasing back to your forward fold. Inhale, find halfway lift, lengthen. Draw the hands to the heart. Exhale, stand all the way up. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sky. This time, exhale just to warrior two, bend into the left knee. Inhale, reverse, reach back. On your exhale, triangle, straighten the left leg as you shift forward. Left fingers to the outside of the left shin. Option for a block here. Press into the back heel and roll the right shoulder on top of the left. Spiral the inner thighs away from each other. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Next, inhale, triangle back. Use the strength of the core. Keep the left leg straight. Reach left fingers. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to frame the left foot. Pop the right heel to lift three-legged dog. Left leg to the sky. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Option, Ekapada Kundanyasana. Bend into the elbows, finding chaturanga arms, and then lift the right leg. Holding here. And then we meet Three-legged dog, left leg high. Shift forward. One-legged chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale to lift the heels, gaze forward. Exhale, travel to the top. Halfway lift to lengthen the spine. Forward fold, release. Chair, inhale, sweep fingers to the sky. On your exhale, airplane the arms. Lift the heels. Keep the heels lifted, draw the hands to the heart center, and then start to travel down to your squat. Option to stay right here. One more time, maybe. Crow pose, just lift the hips up, knees to the triceps, and then shift forward, weight into the hands, lift through the legs. Squeeze everything in towards the midline. The more active the body is, the lighter it will feel in this shape. And then gently release the toes back down. Find your squat. Draw the knees together, hands to the heart. Inhale to stand. Push into the feet. Lift high. Exhale, this time drop the left heel, pull the right knee into the chest. Take a deep breath in. Breath out, twist, dancing Shiva prep. Left hand to right knee, reach the right hand behind. Breathing in and breathing out. One more inhale. Can you gaze towards the right fingers? And exhale. Inhale to move back through your half moon. So reach the left fingers forward and then shift the body to drop the left fingers. Right leg kicks long, reach right fingers to the sky. Soft bend in the bottom knee, flex the right foot. Breathing in and breathing out. One more breath in and breath out. On your inhale, we'll come all the way up to stand. Ground into left foot. Pull the right knee into the chest. Exhale, eagle. Right arm under, right leg over. Lift the elbows in line with the shoulders. Take a deep breath in. Stay for the breath out. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana. Keep your eagle arms. Exhale, slow and controlled. Warrior three. Take a deep breath in. Breath out. Reach the hands towards the mat. And then slow and controlled, land. Runner's lunge. Plant the right hand. Inhale. Left arm lifts to the sky. Find your twist. On the exhale, drop to the outside of the right foot. Pull the left knee up. Just as a transition to get to your wild thing, how slow can you get there? Reach left fingers towards the top of the mat. Once you do, straighten through the right leg and then roll the left shoulder down towards the ground. Beautiful. Inhale will take us out through side plank. Step left foot down. Roll the right heel as you reach the fingers to the top right corner. Deep bend in the left knee. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, travel through Prasarita. Exhale to fold over the legs. Option for another headstand. Maybe you go traditional this time, interlacing the fingers, dropping crown of the head to the mat. Press into your elbows and start to lift. Grounding through your points of contact. Head should be light on the mat, so little to no weight. You could keep the legs in a straddle for this one like me, or take any other variation. And then gently, slow and controlled, come back down. Inhale, find your halfway lift. Draw the hands to the heart center. Exhale, use your core, come up. Sweep the arms high, star. Exhale, warrior two. Bend into the right knee. Reach the fingers long. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, triangle, straighten through the right leg. Reach the right hand down to the mat. Left arm to the sky. Gaze can go up or down depending on what is more comfortable for your neck. Roll the left shoulder on top of the right. Keep a soft bend in the right knee. Beautiful. Next inhale. Keep the right leg straight. Reverse. Ground through the feet as you move. Exhale. Cartwheel the hands down. Frame the right foot. Pop up on the left heel. Kick. Three-legged dog. Right leg to the sky. Exhale. Curl. Right knee, right elbow. Option to stay or fly. Ekapada. Kundanyasana 2. Try to lift the arms to chaturanga. Reach left leg long, right leg long. And then inhale. Three-legged dog, right leg to the sky. Exhale. One-legged chaturanga. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Great work. We got that flow. One more time each side, adding a little bit more on. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Let it go. Next, inhale, lift the heels, gaze forward. Exhale, travel top of the mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Inhale, chair. Bend into the knees. Sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, lift the heels, reach the fingers back. Inhale, hands to the heart. On the exhale, slow and controlled, come all the way down. This time, option for a side crow. So take left elbow to right thigh, find a twist. Push into the hands, draw the right shoulder in towards the midline. You could stay right here, or maybe you transition to your side crow. Hands come down on the side of the mat. They can also come forward, just depends on what feels better in your body. If you're new to side crow, take the right hip to the right elbow. If you know it, go ahead and keep the right elbow wide, lean forward, and lift the hips. From here, you could take any leg variation, totally up to you. Again, chaturanga arms, push into the palms. And then we'll transition back through our low squat. Keep the heels lifted, hands to the heart. On your inhale, push into the feet. Stand all the way up. Exhale to drop the right heel, lift the left knee into the chest. And then this time, full dancing Shiva. Reach the right hand to the outside of the left foot, left arm long behind you. And find your twist. Flex the left toes, square the hips. So draw the left hip back down if it's popping up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Next, inhale, release the grip, keep the arms. Exhale, half moon, right hand to the ground. This time, option for Japasana, bend into the left knee. Kicking the foot into the hand, opening up through left side of the chest. Gently release the left foot if you have it. Next, inhale, stand all the way up. Left knee into chest. Exhale, eagle. Left leg over, left arm under. Squeeze arms and legs together. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale, left knee to chest. Keep the arms. Exhale, fly it. Warrior 3, kick the left leg long. Again, squeeze the arms together. Breathe in. Breathe out. Drop the hands, slow and controlled. Come all the way down to your runner's lunge. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Exhale, transition through your wild thing, slow and controlled. Reaching the right fingers forward. Ground into the left foot. Inhale, travel back through your side plank all the way to your fold. Ground through the left heel, deep bend in the right knee. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, pass through Prasarita. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Draw the hands to the heart. Exhale, stand all the way up. Warrior 2 is where we meet, deep bend in the left knee. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Inhale, reverse, reach back. Exhale, triangle. Left hand down, right arm to the sky. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Next, inhale, reverse. Keep the left leg straight, reach back. Exhale, cartwheel down, pyramid. Hop the right foot in, square the hips. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out, fold over the left leg. Holding here for a moment. Reach the crown of the head forward. Press into your right heel. Next, inhale, plant the hands, find a halfway lift. Kick left leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, pull left knee, left elbow. One more time. Ekapada Konasana, maybe lift to your chin stand. It's going to interfere with my mic, so I'm not going to do it, but if you have it, go ahead. And then gently release, three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Great work. Deep breath in and deep breath out. We got that one more time. Next, inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, top of the mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Inhale, chair, bend into the knees, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, reach the fingers back. Come up onto the toes. Hands travel to the heart, sit low into your little squat. Option to stay here, or if you know, you want to try the twist, hook right elbow on left thigh. You can stay here, or if you want to go into side crow, reach the hands down, shift the weight into the palms, and then start to lift the legs. Again, if you're new, you can hook the left hip onto the left elbow for more support. Full pose is just balancing on the right elbow. And then we'll transition back through our little squat. Whenever you're ready, inhale takes you back up to stand. Can you keep the heels lifted? Final time. On the exhale, drop the left heel, pull the right knee into the chest. Dancing Shiva, left hand, right foot. Kick the right leg long. Reach the right fingers back. Square the hips. Ground through the left leg. Breathing in and breathing out. Release the foot, keep the arms, and fly to your half moon. Slow and controlled. Option, Chapasana, bend into the right foot or the right knee, grabbing the foot. Gaze can be down or up, depending on how stable you feel. Gently release the foot if you have it. Next, inhale, come all the way up to stand. Pull the right knee into the chest. Exhale, eagle. Final time, right leg over, right arm under. Sit low into the legs. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale, right knee pulls into the chest. Exhale, fly, warrior three. Kick the right leg long, take a deep breath in. Breath out, release the hands, slow and controlled. Come on down, runner's lunge. Inhale, find your twist. Left arm lifts to the sky, plant into the right hand. Exhale, slow and controlled. Wild thing. Left toes land. Reach the left fingers towards the front of the space as you push the hips to the sky. And then inhale, back through. Side plank, exhale, step the left foot. Roll onto the right heel, drop the hands to the mat. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale, pass through Prasarita. Exhale to fold one last time. Inhale, halfway lift, draw the hands to the heart. Exhale, use your core, stand all the way up. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, warrior two, top of the mat. Inhale, reverse, reach back. Exhale, triangle, right fingers land, right leg straightens. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Next, inhale, come all the way up, reverse, keep the right leg straight. Exhale, cartwheel, hop the left foot in, pyramid. Final standing shape, square the hips, take a deep breath in, lengthen. Breath out, fold over the right leg. Breathe in and breathe out. Beautiful. Inhale, find your halfway lift, plant the hands, sweep the right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Option to fly it. Ekapada, maybe through your chin stand. Not happening for me today with my mic. And then we'll meet three-legged dog. Shift forward, one-legged chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Breath out to drop to the knees, untuck the toes. Come to a seat, close the eyes. Take the palms to face up on the thighs. Take a few deep breaths. Sighing through the mouth and starting to wind down from practice. Blink the eyes open. From here, we're going to come into a hero's pose. So maybe you slide yourself forward. And then I like to take the flesh from my calf and roll it out. And then sit right in between my feet. Block could be great underneath the seat if you have pretty tight quads. We want to magnetize the inner thighs and the knees together the whole time we're in this shape. So keep that in mind. Lock the hands behind. And then at this point, start to lift the hips. And tuck the tailbone under just gently, so resetting the spine. Come back down into the hips. You could stay right here if this is enough for your legs. If you want a little bit more, come on down to the elbows. Again, if this is enough, you stay right here. If you want to go into the full shape, lowering all the way down onto the head, this is a back bend, and then reaching the arms long. So again, trying to keep the knees together and pressing down to the mat. My quads are definitely feeling it from all of those little squats and lifts with the heels up. But this should feel pretty good. When you're ready to come out, take the elbows back down. I like to grab onto my ankles and then just press back up onto the elbows, press back up onto the hands, and then from here we will just shift to a seat. Reach the feet forward, lift the arms to the sky, take a deep breath in. On the breath out, Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. Reach the crown of the head towards the toes as you lengthen the spine. And then on your inhale, lift back up, reach the fingers forward. Exhale as slow as you can. Come down onto the back body. Reach the arms down by the sides, widen the feet. Shavasana, option to take any final shape that is calling your name. Could be a happy baby or a twist, but we aren't going to be here in Shavasana for long. So like I said, if you want a longer cool down, you can pause the video and do whatever your body is calling for. If you're following me into Shavasana, let the body soften and get heavy, and know that it might happen in stages. So maybe doing a body scan from the feet all the way up to the crown of the head, particularly paying attention to the fingers. Notice if they're clenched, the hips, the shoulders, and the jaw. And once you find that softness, let your breath return to its natural rhythm and simply be. Take a slow, deep breath in and a slow, deep breath out. You can start to wiggle fingers and toes. If you like a longer Shavasana, you're more than welcome to pause and stay in stillness. Reach the arms overhead, eventually find a full body stretch, and then draw the knees into the chest and roll over to one side. Press yourself up into a comfortable seat. Once you get there, close the eyes back down if they have opened along the way. Collect the hands at the heart center, press palm to palm, sit up tall. Final moment to be here in this space that you created. And as always, finding a feeling of gratitude, even if it's just for making time to do something for you today. Let's take a deep inhalation, holding at the top. Sip in a little bit more, and a little bit more. And that last little bit, keep holding. And then exhale, sigh, let it go. Blink the eyes open. Great work. I hope you loved this class. As always, please let me know down below if you did, if you have any suggestions for classes. Give this video a like and consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps to support me, and I appreciate you all so much. I am planning to do a challenge when we hit 50K subscribers, so the sooner that we get there, the sooner the challenge will be live. I'm thinking that it's going to hit right around 1st of January-ish. So a January challenge is such a good way to start the new year. And yeah, let me know down below suggestions for that as well. I have a couple ideas, but I always love to hear yours as well. All right, I will see you in my next video. Bye.